my channel. I know it's been a while since I made a video on YouTube. I've just been living life with its ups and downs and everything that's coming around. But anyway, I am happy to be back with you guys. And this time around, things are a lot different. So, what's so different this time? Mama is about to be a new mama. Yeah. Yep, she got like 3 more months to be baking up in here. It seemed like it's a long time. 3 months seemed like a long time. I can't believe it's about to be 3 months. It seemed like I really don't know if she's gonna make it that long because I've been put on bed rest. This is my 3rd pregnancy, and this is the first time that I have been put on bed rest. And they want me to stay on bed rest until the baby comes. Today is January 31st, 2023. This baby is not due to arrival on April 15th, 2023. How that's gonna work? How is it gonna work? I can't stress about it though. I can't stress about trying to figure out how it's gonna work because that might really put me in preterm labor, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So we're gonna leave it to the Almighty to handle it for me because I can't do that. So in the meantime, in between time, I want to get back on here and share my journey. Because as most of you know, I am a hairstylist and I have previous videos on here of my work. Now, a lot of that work might be kind of old, but you know, it's still some of my work. But I do have more recent work on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, on Instagram and Facebook. You can also follow me on Instagram. I have 2 Instagrams, Myra Styles Hair, and then I have my other Instagram is Beauty and Wellness W Myra. I will make sure I put all my social handles in the description under this video. But yeah. So since I'm on bed rest, and that's going to be for the next 3 months, and then after I have the baby, I'm going to be out for, honestly, it might be like another 6 months. So that's putting me at about 9 months of not doing hair. Since I've done hair, the longest that I stopped doing hair was 6 weeks. And that was because I actually have a video of that too. My hand swole up real bad. And that was due to me braiding real fast and doing it a lot. I was trying to get a lot of people in, and yeah, that backfired on me. And then right after that, my first nephew transitioned. So that put me out for another couple weeks. So yeah, that had been the longest time frame that I went without doing hair. Now, I would say doing hair being a hairstylist, cosmetologist is a very demanding industry. Me, I specialized in natural hair and protective hairstyling. If you know natural hair, you know there's nothing simple about it. When it comes to um, maintenance, styling, there's nothing simple about natural hairstyling. Unless you have like a little TWA, a little teeny weeny afro, and you don't have to do much but brush it. But if your hair is my length, a little longer, it's nothing simple about it. The shampooing process, the detangling process, because you cannot shampoo natural hair without detangling it. If you do that, then you just got a whole nother mess on your hands. So the whole process of natural hair maintenance styling is a lot of work. And me, I didn't mind it though, because I just love the maintenance of natural hairstyling. I Natural hair is like, that was my thing. It is my thing, still my thing. The only chemicals that I ever really dealt with was color. Like, I used to do relaxers, but then I stopped doing relaxers. I just stopped doing the service altogether and focused on natural hair. Yeah. The maintenance shampooing process, like I narrowed it down once I became pregnant. I narrowed my clientele down to 2 clients a day, 1 or 2 clients a day, just because being pregnant, it caused me to move a lot slower, and I was tired. So I just limited to 2 clients a day, just to be easy on myself. Um, Apparently that was still too much. Yeah, last Thursday I had to actually stop working in the middle of a client because um I thought I was about to go into labor. I started contracting and cramping. My body just got really uncomfortable, and I ended up in the hospital that day. The mailman just came up. Um, Now that I won't be doing actually taking clients, I want to focus on teaching what I know. And I'm going to use YouTube as one of my platforms. So that is one reason why I come to you guys today. I want to do some braiding classes, natural hair classes, just simple things that a lot of my natural women don't know about, especially since I'm out, I can't take care of my clients, and I don't really know anybody else that will be able to take care of my clients the way that I take care of my clients. Um, Honestly, I put a lot of love on my clients, and I've been told that by other stylists. And it's just because I know how I want to be treated as a client, and I take all that into consideration when I am servicing my people. I hear a whole lot of horror stories. I don't even have horror stories of my own ever since I was a little bitty girl. So all of that stuck with me. And even that is what really drove me to become a natural hairstylist or a braider. Really, I'm gonna say braider because braiding was my thing before anything. I would get braids and I couldn't understand. It just for the life of me, I just couldn't understand why these braids gotta be so tight. Why they gotta be so tight? I just didn't understand it because I would braid my own hair and it didn't hurt. But my braids would still last just as long as them tight ass braids would. So I started doing my own hair when I was 9 years old. So when I was braiding my hair as well. So I knew I developed this skill to be able to braid and not braid my brains out or not even braid anybody else's brains out. Now, when I did first start braiding, my braids were not tight and they were not tight enough that they lasted long. So that is something I had to perfect as I grew. I had to perfect that technique to make sure that my braids are not tight but still firm. And I developed that skill over the years. I just know everybody is not going to handle my clients the way that I handle my clients. So I want to be able to share this love. I want to be able to share this compassion that I have for other people and when it comes to doing hair and how it's a skill that anybody I feel can develop, learn. Because it wasn't always in me. Like I was not always I always cared about hair and I always wanted to make sure that my braids were neat and not tight. But as far as me being very passionate with people, I think that over time developed a lot more because before I started before I got my cosmetology license, or even working in the field, I had to love on people. Like I had to learn to love a lot better than what I was because I was very introverted. Didn't want to be bothered with people. Didn't really like being around people. So once I developed that compassion in myself for others, then I began to love people. I began to really see me and other people, and I began to connect and understand how and see how we are all really similar. So I want to come to YouTube and build that community of braiders or natural hairstyle stylists, or even people at home that want to work on their craft, become better in their craft of doing hair or just maintaining. Yeah, I just felt like I was just kind of babbling, like I'm repeating myself and saying the same things saying different words that mean the same thing. So anyway, y'all see me looking over here. I actually wrote down things I wanted to talk about just to keep my mind on track. So yes, my new life, this pregnancy, and what I really want to do with this YouTube platform. I also will be working on, if you guys know me, I love yoga. That is the other reason for my that Instagram beauty and wellness page that I have. I have been a yogi for the past 3 years. I actually started practicing yoga like right before my first daughter was born, who will be 12 in February. I started practicing, and I just wanted to practice just to become more flexible. Like that's really what my goal was. I wanted to learn how to do a split, and I still don't know how to do a damn split to this day. But anyway, that's what I wanted. That was my goal when I started doing yoga. But then, I learned that yoga practice is more of a spiritual practice. So I began to search for Indian teachers because I wanted to learn more about yoga, not just the practice. I wanted to learn about what was the point of it, the meaning of it. And I wanted authentic, and I'm still craving authentic. I am still craving authentic yoga. Like I have yet to find authentic yoga studio in my area. So I've been searching on YouTube, and I have come across many. Uh, Many of you probably have heard of Sadhguru. He is a yogi, and he does a lot of spiritual videos on, about yoga. I hardly ever see him actually doing the practice. He talks about it more than I actually see him practicing it. To be able to travel and learn from different yogis along my travels, and also share, my goodness. And I want to take you guys along with me on the journey. So I'm excited. I am really excited for this new journey that is about to happen for me. A lot of it has been really unexpected, but I know that our life experiences are preparation for us to be who preparation to develop us for who we need to be to serve on this planet and to enter into the kingdom of God, paradise. So I see everything as the betterment for me, even if it was hard. Like the hardest times are the most polishing times. Yeah, that's that. And then I also wrote down a list. I actually did this list last night. I made this list last night to wake up today and talk about it. But when I do, I I'm notorious for this. I would write down something and I would forget about it, which is a good thing a lot of the times, because then I can look back and be like, oh my God, like I forgot I even wrote that down, and look at me, I'm living it, I'm doing it. So I actually forgot a lot of this that I wrote down. I didn't even look at it before I turned my video on. I just went to the page and said, okay, yeah. And then I went right to it. So this list, I wrote down a list. This pregnancy has made me realize, and I wrote down a list of things that this pregnancy has made me realize with myself or just others. So The first one I wrote is how much I need and want the people around me. Wait, how much I need and the people around me needs it. What? I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. What we need. Oh my Jesus. I probably was tired writing this. Lord of mercy. Lord. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Jesus. Okay, so the next one is how valuable my voice is. This pregnancy has made me realize how valuable my voice is. Um, I wrote that because as a little girl, I was silenced. I was, and I was taught to be silent. My father would always tell me, "You go to school, you don't talk to nobody." And he will always tell me, "You don't need no friends." So me being the obedient child that I am, I did what my father said. Even though I still did make friends, and of course I did talk to people, but I was never what's the word, outspoken. I didn't really speak up for myself, and of course I didn't realize all those things until I got a little older. I'm like, dang, what the hell? Why? Why would my father do that? Um, and I because I started questioning why I was the way I was. So this, though before this pregnancy I realized I had a valuable voice, during this pregnancy has made me want to act on it more. It has made me um just really act on it more and really be about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, understand my value, see my value, and me being able to see other people's value and speak on their value, because a lot of the times we don't see our value. We might need somebody to show us what we're value, what's valuable about us. So because my voice was suppressed, it was silenced, I didn't think it had any value. But now I know. Now I know. Okay. And then I wrote down how much I have kept quiet, which is kind of the same to me realizing my voice is valuable. Um, I have music. I have music that I have recorded and not published because, for one, I to me it's not good enough, really. Like, I like what I put out, what I created, but I just don't feel like it's polished enough to publish. So, but when I do let other people hear it, like, they surprised, like, "Oh my God, that's you!" Like, wow, that's dope. So that reassurance has also made me realize how valuable my voice is, and people telling me, like, you need to put that out, like, you need to put that music out. Yes, I need to put it out, and hopefully soon I will be able to. Soon. Okay, what else I have on here? How much my inner craves freedom. mm. mm. You know, my baby girl that's baking right now, her name is going to be Liberty Love. And this year is going to be the year of full liberation. though I was not sure on how, and I'm still not 100% sure on how this whole uh, freedom journey is about to be, but I am a full free spirit. And there's a lot of things that I need to detach from, that I am going to detach from in order for me to free myself. Like, I feel like, and it's just me. Like, it's nobody that's doing this to me, because I'm not in a prison. I'm not I'm not held down, I'm not in a cage, but I do feel like there's this bird. It's like a bird in me that's flapping around, but it can't really go. But it just keep going to the cage like, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. And that bird need to be free. I've always been a free spirited type of person. Like, it's been in me, but it hasn't been out of me. Not to the capacity that it needs to be. Like, we got this whole world in our hands, and it's up to us to choose on how we want to navigate it. Society, family, friends, might tell you how it should be in their eyes, but we can't go by that. You can't. You have to be able to live it out how you see it to be. And that is what I have realized. And I'm just ready for this journey, because it's about to be a free one. It's about to be a free one. When you ever had that, if you have had this awakening moment in your life where you feel like, I got the power, I want you to like this video. If you ever felt that sense of empowerment, like, I got the power, that sense of ownership, like, I got the power, hit the like button. Just hit it. You can subscribe, but if you don't want to subscribe, just hit the like button for me. At least do that. So, yeah. Then the next one I put was how brave I am. So, I've done a lot of things, and I've done a lot of traveling by myself. I also have another video I think I have it on my other YouTube channel. I had two YouTube channels. I don't know why I had two different YouTube channels, but I'm going to take some of the videos off that other channel and put it on here. I have a video of me traveling to Vegas by myself, and I ended up missing my flight. So my flight left from Tampa to went from Tampa to Baltimore, and then to Vegas. But I missed my flight going from Baltimore to Vegas. Good thing, though, that my father lived in Maryland and was able to pick me up, and I stayed with him, and then I left that morning to make my flight, which actually took me to Texas and then took me to Vegas. And I went on that trip, and I barely had any money, but I went because I went for my friend's birthday. And at the time, I just needed to I just needed to go somewhere. I needed to get out of here. And she had that trip, and I was like, that's the perfect time. I um, had just bought my house. Well, not finished buying it, but I had just, you know, um, ended the process of moving into my house, and my kids had also just started um, private schools, and there was a whole lot of stuff we had to do. Oh, excuse me. And I had just got out of a relationship with that father, so that was just like the perfect timing. And I went forward with, I don't know, I can't remember how much money I had. I probably had like $100. I did not have a whole lot of money. So I was very, very frugal on that trip. But I was fine with it. I was okay because I had already paid for everything. So everything was pretty much already paid for. I just had to pay for food, all the little other stuff that I wanted. So just thinking back on that trip, on how I was able to maneuver and still be happy, still feel good. Like, that was one. Going to Egypt by myself with people I never met in my life. Oh my gosh. Going, and people would say, oh my God, how can you go? How can you go to another country with people you don't even know? I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just thinking about going scuba diving. I was thinking about seeing the pyramids. I was just thinking about learning the culture. Like, I was just thinking about all that. And I wonder how my roommate's going to be. And mind you, there was like 25 of us, and me and my roommate was the only two black girls. She had luckily been to Egypt a few times already, so she knew people over there, and we got a chance to actually be with the locals. Um, and that's like the best thing about going on traveling trips, is actually getting with the locals and doing what they do. Yeah, that was dope. That was real dope. Even on my last day in Egypt, oh my gosh, that was the last day in Egypt was the best day of the whole trip. I hung out with locals that whole day. We went to 3 different clubs. I went to restaurants. Oh my God, it was so fun. It was just, they showed me a great time. Whew. So yeah, I mean, I never really recognized how brave I was until I look back on things like, dang, I really did that. And hearing people say like I even almost drowned over there. Like, for real, for real. Like, I almost drowned over there. They had us swimming in water that was really extremely choppy. It was raining. It was windy. Like, we should have not been swimming in that water. But I did. My ass should have had on the float. But I thought, I got this. I know it. I do it. Almost damn drowned in that water. But anyway, I survived. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. And I'm here. And I can look back on that and say, dang, like, I really did that. I really, really did. And let's not talk about how many road trips I done been on by myself. And all my family and my friends, you need to be careful. You shouldn't be driving by yourself. Oh my goodness, I done had some of the worst driving days. But I'm here. I am here. Okay, the last one that I wrote is how I realized how to hold all judgment on people. Um, yeah, I would say, and that is something I'm still working on, but I have gotten a whole lot better. Um, it's just like being in the environment, being around people that are judgmental. It tends to, excuse me, rub off on you too. You people say you have to be a certain way and you think you have to be that way. And then when you see other people not being that way, you got something to say. Like and internally it don't feel good. Like why must we be like that? Why do we have to think people's supposed to be a certain type of way? And me just realizing that makes me want to do it different. I don't want to be like that. I don't I don't want to judge people's character. It don't feel good because it won't feel good if somebody did it to me. So I have learned to be mindful of that within myself and change it, you know? So I would say that's it. That was last on my list. And I really, really appreciate you guys for tuning in. I can't wait to have you on my journey. I can't wait to see y'all in the next video. Really, that's what I want to say. I can't wait to see y'all in the next video. Or y'all see me in the next video. Hear what y'all got to say. Please comment because I like to know. I like feedback. I want to interact with you guys too. I just don't want to be talking sometimes and just be talking to myself. So yeah, I think it'd be fun to go live too at some point in time once we get up there. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. I will be posting some yoga videos because I have a whole lot of yoga videos. I have some that I've done before I got pregnant. I'm gonna post those too, and I have videos of me during pregnancy. Unfortunately, I have not been able to do yoga since they put me on bed rest. Some scam likely. Them people stay busy, don't they? I wonder if they get money just for making a call. Anyway, yeah, unfortunately, I haven't really been able to do yoga since this bed rest situation. But I know I gotta do something because my hip been bothering me. So y'all just tell Libby to slow down. Tell her just to chill. She don't have to. It's. I be asking her like, do she not like it in there or something? Why is she in a rush? This world not going nowhere. It's not going anywhere, baby. So anyway, yes. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace, love, and blessings. Mwah.